Everyone laughed at her until they saw the burns. You've heard the story. A woman spills coffee, sues a giant corporation, and walks away with millions. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds like everything that's wrong with the legal system. But look closer. Forget the headlines. Forget the jokes. What if that coffee wasn't just hot? What if it was a documented hazard, ignored for years? This is not a story about a clumsy mistake. It is a case of product liability, corporate decisions, and consequences. Stella Liebeck was 79 years old. She was not driving. The car was not moving. She simply tried to add cream. Then, the lid came off, and 190 degrees of coffee hit her lap. Most coffee is brewed at around 140 degrees. This was 190. At that temperature, liquid causes third-degree burns in under 3 seconds. The cotton sweatpants she was wearing trapped the heat, like a burning wick pressed against her skin. This is where the story stops being a mistake. Stella did not suffer a minor burn. She went into shock. Her skin was destroyed. She required emergency skin grafts, severe burns on her inner thighs and groin. She lost 20 pounds in a week. And while she was in a hospital bed, the world was still laughing. Stella did not want a trial. She did not want attention. She only asked for one thing: medical costs. Around $20,000. That was it. The company responded with an offer. $800. $800. Less than a basic phone. Less than what it cost to repair what had already happened to her body. And that is the moment the case changed direction. Because once lawyers became involved, the case entered discovery. And discovery is not negotiation. It is exposure. What they found was already inside the company's records. Internal documents, warnings, reports no one acted on. Waiting. Inside internal records, the truth was already there. Between 1982 and 1992, over 700 burn cases. Children, elderly people, customers. They knew. Experts had warned them. This is too hot. This is dangerous. This creates massive liability. 700 warnings, and nothing changed. So why didn't they fix it? Because their consultants said hotter coffee smelled better, and better smell meant more sales. So they made a decision, a simple one. Keep it dangerous and pay the consequences later. They did not ignore the risk. They priced it in. When the jury saw the evidence, they were furious. This was not an accident. This was gross negligence. So they made a decision. They awarded $2.7 million in punitive damages. The media called it absurd, the coffee lottery. But they missed the point. It was not random. It was precise. That number represented 2 days of the company's coffee revenue. 2 days. It was a message, written in the only language a corporation understands: profit. But Stella did not walk away a millionaire. A judge reduced the amount to less than $500,000. She spent the rest of her life being mocked, turned into a joke, a symbol of a broken system. But every time you see a label that says, "Caution, contents hot," that is not marketing. That is her case. That is her pain. That is her legacy. In the eyes of the law, there are no accidents, only choices that eventually get named for what they are. See you in the next case.